I make a pretty good amount of money. I have a great job. What if this woman in 2-3 years turns out to be evil?
Why do you think you're in love with her?
I think because we both believe in God and we see life pretty much the same.
Philip, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Jesse Lee, how are you doing, sir?
All is well, Philip.
Good deal, good deal. I had a question. I've been doing the silent prayer real quick with my girlfriend right at the time. It's amazing. I just have a question. When you say all thoughts are lies, there's some good thoughts. How do I say this? Okay. There's a lot of decisions in the day. Which ones? It can't be all, can it?
Did you say that there are some good thoughts?
Well, there's some thoughts that are decision-making process. If you have a thought, you got to make money. Where do I draw the line?
Those are practical thoughts. That's fine. Those are tools that you function with on this earth, but you don't live by them. Let's say you got to make money. You go out and get a job. Once you get a job, you don't have to think about making money anymore. You have the job. Those are practical thoughts.
Okay, and when I'm thinking about marrying this woman I'm with, and a lot of thoughts come into my mind. I didn't know if some of these thoughts are coming from God or they're coming from Satan.
And can you give me an example of thinking about marrying her?
Yes, sir. I honestly have been thinking all the bad things that could come along with the marriage and all of the good things that could come along with the marriage.
Are you guys like what, for an example?
Well, for example, I'm thinking, I make a pretty good amount of money. I have a great job. What if this woman in 2-3 years turns out to be evil? And I just miscalculated her, and I thought she was amazing. And come to find out, I've seen it happen before. So I'm trying to think, where do I draw the line? Should I say the good thoughts? She's amazing. I'm going into my future, Jesse.
Right. Are you living with her, or is she living with you?
She's living with me.
And why?
Well, because I asked her to, and I really do want to get married. And I just want to make sure I'm making the right decision. But when all thoughts are lies, it's, I don't know if it's my thoughts, God's thoughts, or the devil's thoughts.
Well, none of those are God's thoughts, that's for sure.
You mean living with her?
About what would happen if this happened, or if this happened. She, making good money, and this happened, what's going to happen, right? Here's what I recommend so you know for sure.
Okay.
And it's up to you to take the advice, but it's just a way for you to know for sure.
Okay.
Before you marry her, don't live together, no sex for a year.
No sex for a year, okay.
And don't live with her for a year, no sex.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Yes, I think that's going to be hard.
Why?
I don't know. I can do it. I don't know. You think she'd stick around?
If she doesn't, then you know that's not the woman to marry.
Okay. I like it, Jesse.
Why you say it would be hard to live without?
Well,
you still can date her, just
sex.
don't sex her or marry her. I mean, or live with her.
Yeah, we have great sex. I mean, I'm talking my way out of it. Like, I agree. I agree with what you're saying. I do. But yeah, on the thoughts.
Why you say it's going to be hard to live without living together for a year and no sex? Why would that be difficult?
Well, we have good sex or great sex, and that's
So what you're saying, you're not in love with her, you're in sex with her, right?
Well, I think I'm in love with her, and I think we have great sex, but you could be right. I don't want that to be the basis of the relationship.
Why do you think you're in love with her?
I think because we both believe in God, and we see life pretty much the same. And I feel like I'm in that right place at the right time.
And why do you
when
feel
I'm
like
with
you're
her.
in love with her, though? Why do you think you're in love with her? You just told me about being
It's
obsessed
a
with her.
feeling. I can't really describe it. It's just a feeling. I feel like that's the place to be.
But you've had that same feeling with other women.
Not this same feeling.
How was it different?
I can't describe it. It's
Oh.
like it's hard to describe.
Well, why do you wonder if she would go away if you didn't live with her for a year and no sex?
That's a good question. I just want. It goes back to the thoughts. My brain thinks a lot.
Yeah.
The silent prayer helps out, but that's where I'm just wondering what thoughts to believe. You know, I said financial, but when it comes to that, I don't know if I should be thinking.
You
You're saying doing it, but I'm still thinking about it.
Right. You should have a wait and see. And if she stays, you will see that maybe this is the right woman. If she leave, you will see that it wasn't the right woman.
That makes sense. I like that, Jesse.
So I highly
I'm gonna do
recommend you give it a good year. No sex and no living together. You still date her, and don't spend your money on her or anything. Just
Okay.
maybe you take out to dinner sometime or whatever, but don't buy her clothes, don't pay her rent, don't do any of those things for her so you can see the real deal. Because right now you don't see the real deal. You're looking through, you're seeing her through thoughts and emotions, and all thoughts and emotions are lies. They're never right.
That makes sense. I like it. Jesse, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
You're
I watch
welcome.
all the time. Thank you so much. So have a good rest of the day.
I wish you well. So give it a good try. No sex, and don't have sex now because you may get pregnant.
Absolutely.
She'll find out that you're about to put her out there on her own so you can see she'll get pregnant and you really have a problem on your hand.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. I wish you well, Philip.
Thank you, Jesse.
All right, buddy.